Welcome back to Stock Capital. So, today the market was down um, across the boards for the most part. Just a little quick look at my portfolio and what I got going on. Down $64 today, and then now in the after hours, down $1.07. So, just going to take a look stroll to which was one of the strongest companies of today. AMD seemed to be in the green. CCI, and that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys' profile did today on this down day. Um, let's click on AMD. Check it out. Up 6% actually. A huge day, actually, when you think about the percentage from that factor. I want you guys to go ahead and do me a favor before I go any further. Please subscribe to the channel and also hit the thumbs up button. That's going to help push this information to other people who may be interested like you are in this subject matter. Now, let's take a look at what the people that are bullish are saying about the company. AMD's recent CPU and GPU offerings have been more competitive with Intel and the NVIDIA's products, respectively, and will be on TSMC's 7 nanometer process technology in 2019. AMD has its insight set on Intel's dominant server CPU market shares, and its EPYC server chips have proven have provided to be comparable with certain Intel chips in some benchmark tests. AMD GPUs are highly sought after in cryptocurrency mining. Should blockchain technology take off, AMD could be well positioned to take advantage. Well, that's going to tell us about more about cryptocurrencies, and trying to see if cryptocurrencies will do well as far as the mining and the blockchains go. I don't know why today specifically the company did well. I don't have any information. According to the Robinhood app, there's no information updated as far as why it did well, but we did read why people who are buying this stock think that it will do well in the future. Once again, this stock gives you no dividend, as you see right here, NA for dividend and yield. But they do have $66 billion in market cap. And let's see how they've been doing over the past month. 6.9% they're up the last week. 5.5%, but most of that came from today, as you can tell at the end of the graph. And let's see if there's any room for the year. They're at 58 top, 58, almost $59 a share. When the market crashed, they were at $39 a share. So they're almost back at the top of, before Corona hit. So at its lowest point, that was last October. Oh no, the lowest point is back here. August, $28 a share. So they're pretty much still moving in the right direction, which is what I want to see. And if you guys have any suggestions on any other companies in this realm of computers, graphics, and chips, things of that, like microchips and things of that nature, please let me know. Let me know what you're buying, what you're looking at out there. So let's take a look at the second company that did well today, CCI, Crown Castle. Just only up almost a whole percentage. Two shares. It has a dividend of 2.75 dividend yield. There's no extra information or updated information on why the company did well versus the rest of the stock market. Just a little bit about this company, and if I haven't told you guys before, my portfolio is REIT heavy, so that's a real estate investment trust. And so I own, I think, about 13 REITs in my portfolio, and that's just because I love real estate. And so, um, let me know what your profile looks like. Some people only carry a couple stocks. Some people carry a bigger diversity of stock. Um, you put your comments below of what your profile looks like. And also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at stock underscore capital. Once again, stock underscore capital. Follow us on Instagram. So, just a little bit about CCI, Crown Castle International Corporation, is a real estate investment trust company which engages in the provision and access of wireless infrastructures via long-term contacts. It operates through the following segments: towers and fiber, which is big for like 5G networks and stuff like that now, and then fiber networks that are being more popular in the industry. Um, it says, going down to the end of the paragraph, the company was founded by Ted B. Miller Jr. and Edward C. Hutchinson Jr. in 1994, headquarters in Houston, Texas. So this is not the traditional brick and mortar type of real estate investment trust as far as investing in uh, real estate on a commercial and residential level. This is about towers and fiber, and they offer access to spaces and capacity towers dispensed throughout the United States. And the fiber segment covers access, including space and capacity of fiber, primarily supporting small cell networks and fiber solutions. And so I own a couple of those kind of real estate investment trusts as well. We're not going to get into any of those on today. I'm trying to see which company looked like he did the worst today. Redfin looked like they did horrible. So let's check out Redfin. Let me go back and just double check. Redfin and SPG. So let's look at both of them and see which one. SPG down 10%, really like 11% when you add the aftermarket, after hours. And then let's look at Redfin. Redfin was only down 3% actually, and it's been studied after hours. So let's go back. This will be the last one we touch on today, guys. One of the worst results of today's action in the stock market in this real estate investment trust, Simon Properties Group, SPG. You see here down 9%, $10, and then after hours another $1.32. My overall returns are still good. At still 30%. They have a dividend yield of 9.42. And this was from basically earlier this morning. My dog just passed gas. Sheba. The Wall Street Journal. Landlords new cribbo. Crito for late paying retail tenants. I'll see you in court. Well, we know that 4 days ago, Simon Property Group is suing Gap for unpaid rent. And now, here's another article. Tensions between landlords and retail tenants over missed payments have been boiling over for weeks. Now they are spilling into the courtrooms. More landlords are turning to the court system in an effort to collect unpaid rent. I'm just going to say this as a homeowner myself. I've never done nothing commercial or anything like that, but just one little piece of advice I would give any landlord out there is even when you go to the court system and you file your complaints, I'm pretty sure it's different. The results may be different, between residential and commercial as far as the court system. And but when you take losses like that, from the residential side, as being a landlord of only a couple properties, compared to having millions of dollars worth of assets, from the commercial standpoint, is that you can just write it off on your taxes. So if a tenant doesn't pay you rent for several months, and you don't even have to well, you got to take them to court to get the eviction to go through. But as far as pursuing the money that you are entitled to via the verdict of the courts, a lot of times it's not worth going after that person, because maybe they really don't have the money to even pay you back, right? No matter what. Maybe they don't have a job anymore, so you can't even garnish their checks. Maybe you can't even get their tax return money either, for whatever reasons. So, and instead of doing that, whatever money that they owed to you, you take that amount and you write it off as losses for that tax season, and that's how you're able to recoup that in a sense. But I don't know if that same application of thought process is even viable on the commercial side of doing litigations for unpaid rents. So I just thought I'd throw that out there for you guys, a little tidbit. Let's keep going. More landlords are turning to the court system in an effort to collect unpaid rent. They are led by property owners who didn't receive checks in April and May and are pursuing payments now that the customary 30-day grace period has expired. Tenants are asserting that leases need to be modified because of the pandemic, forced store closures, but the clashes are intensifying even as state begin to loosen stay-at-home orders, allowing stores and restaurants to reopen within certain guidelines. Let's go down a little bit. Egos get involved, said Mitchell Friedman, Senior Vice President of RCS Real Estate Advisors, which represents retail tenants. There's going to be a lot of saber rattling before people come to the table. Simon Property Group, the country's largest mall owner, filed a lawsuit against Gap last week over unpaid rent and other charges. It says amount to $66 million, which I didn't know that before. Wow. In the filing, Simon Property said the retailer has withheld rent for April, May, and June. The lawsuit didn't state how many locations were at issue, but Simon Property had 414 stores operated by Gap as of the first quarter, according to the supplemental filing. Gap said it is committed to working with landlords to find agreeable solutions and fair rent terms. Yeah, this rent things can really get out of control. I just think it's funny because of kind of going through similar things, but on a smaller level. So, man, that's weird. So if you, I'm gonna read all of this, of course, but if you're if you're a stock owner of SPG, let me know in the comments below. Many people have owned this stock for years, and you know, the mall segment or the retail segment, it's been dwindling for 5 years. They actually been going down over the last 5 years, down 15%. Before the pandemic hit, they were down about 21%. And so even this year before the pandemic, they were down 14%. But a lot of people still buying on the stock. When you think about the big picture, I don't see malls really being. I see malls dwindling down still, right? But I believe that the Simon Property Group, as a business and organization, will find other ways to make money in the realm of real estate and commercial real estate and retail. Even though a lot of people are downsizing, but one of the heads of man, I forgot what company right now, of one of the companies said that you know, actually a lot of commercial is still opportunity in commercial real estate because companies are actually looking for more square footage uh, to bring back workers in a post-pandemic world. Want to keep that social distance going, so they need more space. But if I'm really a business, I guess depending on the business function, but if you're really a business, um, what I mean, you've been functioning at 25% most likely for the past few months, and why would you even like get more space? I would just, if you have the ability to, just let your continue working in that same capacity and let your people work from home, and save that rent money. If you have the ability to do so, a lot of the people are. There are companies like Twitter who told their people, "Hey, y'all just work from home from now on. Don't even worry about coming to an office. We about to sell all this other stuff. I don't know if they're gonna sell their buildings, but I'm just saying that in essence, or get rid of these leases. In essence, that's what would probably happen, or get a smaller office to only um, be able to hold 25% mass of your company. It makes more sense financially. Um, but then also you hear companies like Facebook, I believe it's Facebook, come out and say like, um, I think it was Google or Facebook. I think it was Facebook though. One of those companies said that they're going to start paying people based off of where they live. They're going to stay at home and work. They're going to pay them based off where they live. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with San Francisco Bay Area, but it's a lot of people who travel far, far away in order to get to those jobs. So people who live outside of the Bay Area who pay cheaper rent, they may do the same job as someone who lives in San Francisco, but they'll get paid probably, I don't know, whatever, a significant amount less, because of where they live. But also, that provides people the opportunity to actually move out, even out of the state of California, and still have access to work and get the pay of California. So you see what I'm saying? So um, let's say you were working for Twitter and you were in California working at Twitter in the Bay Area, and since you don't have to work from home, I mean, you don't have to go to an office anymore ever again, probably, you can go move to Arkansas, where it's super cheap in Arkansas, one of the cheapest in the country to live, the cheapest actually, according to a couple of years ago, and you can work out of there, and your money will go extremely far. So it's a couple of things that you could think about and consider when it comes to commercial real estate and people having leases and things like that. But in the meantime, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. That was for today. I gotta get back to doing some homework, and hope you guys have a blessed day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share the video, comment below, and also below, if you want to get a free stock with Robinhood, go ahead, use my referral link. You'll get a free stock. I'll get a free stock. Peace out, guys.